Our client is Ideal Way. Ideal Way has developed in-person programs that teach children who may have various levels of cognitive ability different social skills that can help them make a difference. A problem that Ideal Way has faced is developing their existing content into an accessible mobile application. Our goal was to create an app following two of Ideal Way's current modules, while gamifying their teachings into a fun and inclusive teaching application. Some of our objectives include personalizing content to fit each individual player's capabilities, implementing a voiceover system to fit different types of learners' needs, being playable on iOS, Android, and web systems. Some constraints include having at least 2 of the 7 modules implemented, having 3 individual levels to each module, being playable on a minimum of 1 mobile platform, and of course being void of plagiarism. In the application our team developed, we have 2 games that will educate players on 2 of the major modules that Ideal Way offers: social responsibility and teamwork. For teamwork, our team developed a charades game, and for social responsibility, a choose-your-own-adventure game. In this game, the application provides an object or an action for players to act out. This game is performed in groups in person using the application as an aid. This will help achieve multiplayer, as well as the possibility of teaching team and group work capabilities in classrooms using the application. This method of teaching teamwork has been proven before, as Ideal Way has previously done charades in their classroom settings. Our team realized that images were less essential to the charades game, as most charades games do not incorporate images. Instead, by leaving the creativity to the individual who has to communicate the object, it will improve their learning experience, as they won't have something to directly copy. In the application, there is a help page that provides instructions on how to play the game and operate the app. Although charades is a straightforward game, this feature is important as it provides more accessibility for younger kids if they've never played charades before. This is a game that is fun for all ages, which works well, as one important feature our clients emphasized is that the target audience is children between ages 10 and 12. Through the social responsibility choose-your-own-adventure games, we integrated story and quiz together to create an enjoyable quiz-taking experience. This method of teaching is more captivating than just having a quiz alone. As the player progresses through the levels, they must make tough decisions. Our stories host colorful cartoon images that engage visual learners and make the application more child-friendly. The storylines we developed teach societal rules, as well as appropriate behavior towards others in a logical sense, teaching players social responsibility. In order to cater to all types of learners, our team has implemented a voiceover feature. You pour Ernesto a bowl of Fruit Loops with A&W root beer instead of milk. Ernesto eats the whole bowl happily, but afterwards you notice he looks kind of sick. You don't know how to fix it, but you are scared that if you tell an adult, they might get mad at you. What do? Do you tell an adult, or try to fix the situation yourself? The voiceover can be an optional accessibility feature for those who are not visual learners. A large aspect of the company's values is that the app must be accessible for children with and without disabilities. This feature makes the app more inclusive for these groups and portrays the ideology of the Ideal Way. Through the use of Flutter and Dart, our team coded from scratch to meet Ideal Way's needs. Our main draw for choosing Flutter and Dart over another programming language was that Flutter can program apps onto both Apple, Android, and the web. This makes the app more accessible, as the majority of the solutions would only allow implementation through Android. In addition, this allows us to code the app from scratch, whilst decreasing the time required to code each individual page. We designed our interfaces using a web program that includes a visual component, so that we were able to see what our application looks like as we were in the process of coding. We used the frameworks we created on the online Flutter Studio website, implementing them into our application in Android Studio. A lot of our project's designs were unable to be implemented due to separation of team members. This included our ability setting games, which were short, basic versions of both the teamwork and social responsibility games. These would have been played prior to starting a main module level and would have ensured that each player was at a comfortably challenging level for their ability and needs. Further developed pages were created, which would have been implemented to increase professionalism. These could be implemented similarly to how the main screen connected with the Choose Your Own Game screen. 3 complete levels to each module were created, each with varying difficulty levels to be set by the ability setting games. This produced 9 storylines, as well as 9 sets of charade games. We implemented an algorithmic code that is able to be used for each storyline, so if the app was to be further developed in the future, implementing the more complicated storylines would be easy.